What going on, guys? Commander here, and welcome to a new video on Halo Infinite. Now, we've just finished, as of this video going out, I've just finished the second big Halo Infinite flight, and I want to go over what I thought about this flight, including what I did like and what I think needs improvement for launch. I've gone over some points in the first week's flights in another video, so I'll only go briefly over them in this video. So as I mentioned in the last video, I talked about how I had a proper look at the battle pass and how that worked. And to be fair, while I still think Infinite is lacking a rank-based progression system, it's clear as to how this system works, and it allows you to play and progress or pay and progress, but not in the way of a pay-to-win system, but just for cosmetics, which I have no problem with at all. Now on to training mode. Like I said before, I really enjoyed this mode because instead of weapon drills where you're just shooting bots that don't fight back, here is actually like a proper challenge, especially on the Sparta difficulty. It's really good for training yourself ready to go up into multiplayer. And because it's also endless, you don't have to come out of a match and restart it every 15 minutes. It just goes on and on and on, which means in the space of one training match, you can test out all of the weapon abilities, all of the weapons, all of the bot difficulties, everything, without even having to start a new match, which I think is a really good idea. However, something else that was on this flight that you have to sort of glitch in a way in order to access it, but that's custom games. Now, I had to go with this glitch, so I managed to find CTF, Slayer and Strongholds, which were the multiplayer game modes 343 was tested in the first flight, or the first week of this second flight, should I say. But in bot custom games, yeah, that's right, bot custom games, it means that you can play Capture the Flag with 3 bots by my side and 4 bots on the enemy team. And they are an actual challenge because you can put them up to Sparta difficulty. And more than that, the bots in custom games cap at 8v8. I cannot begin to describe how gobsmacked I was when I found out about this and I started playing with it. Not only because it was really fun to see how the bots worked with objective style matches, but this means there's so much offline capability with this game. I remember saying before that one thing I really hope to we get is PvP type matches with bots instead of players, because it means that even if you have a situation where you don't have an internet connection for whatever reason, you're still able to play these game modes just with bots instead of real people, and it is actually a feature they're bringing into this multiplayer. Just going through the custom game settings as well really shows how 343 have thought everything with this system, and you can play these matches with bots. I can see myself and possibly many others taking much more interest in custom games than ever before. My only slight nitpick with the way custom games works is that at the moment the bots are not very good at playing objectives. Now while they do play objectives okay, most of them are still focused on the PvP side of matches and even on Spartan difficulty. I can easily score a flag on CTF with not much challenge. However, I'm aware this mode is still work in progress and it's not one that I'm supposed to be playing at the moment. Now before I talk about PvP, I want to go over something quick. My laptop, as of currently, doesn't meet the recommended specs or even the minimum specs for Halo Infinite. It is a 6-core i7, a 4GB 1050, and it has 16 gigs of RAM. That's the main things that contribute to minimum requirements with games. So as of currently, my laptop doesn't quite meet it. It's nearly there, but it doesn't quite meet it. However, because I'm logged on to my Steam on my laptop, I can download the flight on there and test it out. And to be honest, I was shocked as to what I experienced. My laptop at all low settings runs at a solid 60 FPS at 1080p. I did notice some slight lag, but it wasn't very often, and the game was very playable on my laptop. You can also even just turn around and say that's optimization issues rather than my laptop's problem. This has been a common theme though with Infinite. I'm constantly impressed by how well this game works on low-end platforms such as the original Xbox One. And again, if you can get past the lower graphical details in this game, it'll work fine for most people. Having said that though, even at all low settings, this game still looks amazing. I can still feel like I'm playing a AAA game on a higher spec machine, even though everything is set to low. Things like textures and shadows that do look a little bit flat, but again, if you're willing to get past the fact of those because you're actually playing the game on a lower spec system, I don't see any problem with that at all. Now on to PvP. I really enjoy playing CTF and Strongholds in Arena, maybe because it was something different to the Slayer we've played before in previous matches. However, in this latest fight, we got to play the big player game mode, BTB, Big Team Battle. This game mode had 3 different game types: Capture the Flag, Total Control and Slayer. Now 2 of these are the exact same game modes in Arena as in BTB, that being CTF and Slayer. But this new game mode called Total Control is basically, now when I say new, it's basically strongholds, but you need to control all the zones at once in order to win a point, and it's the first of 3 points wins. So overall though, I really enjoyed this game mode. It's really fun with all the weapons and vehicles in play, and it makes for some really nice gameplay. CTF and Total Control are really fun to play because you could utilise all your vehicles, weapons and equipment to score against your opponents. However, with Slayer, because it is just 12v12 team deathmatch on such a large scale map, you can often find parts of the game where there's no players for you to fight. Whereas with the objective modes, everyone is playing for those objectives and most of the action is happening there. So if you want to find action, you go to those objectives. Vehicles are also really high quality as well. My favourite at the moment is the Ghost. The Scorpion also feels really solid as well, but I haven't really got enough time to use it as of writing this script, and to make an honest review on it, so I'm not going to bother. I also love the interactive environment as well. Being able to pick up a fusion core and throw it at a vehicle or player and absolutely obliterate it is insane. And also you've got the loot caves as well, where you can use your AI to unlock a door and access special weapons and abilities as well. It's small details like this that make me love Halo. You could be losing a match and then 60 seconds to unlock a loot door, acquire a rocket launcher and an overshield can completely turn the tide if it's used correctly. The other thing I would say is that some games that I've played, you can tell a lot of the players were new to Halo. Because even in CTF and Total Control, a lot of players were more focused on attacking players rather than playing the objective, which was annoying at times. I would be in a game of capture the flag and I'm trying to grab a flag and need reinforcements, but I have my team fighting on the other team on the other side of the map. So while it's not game breaking, it is a little bit annoying. Now before I end this video, I want to make a small reference to the way this game looks. Now I know I talk about this pretty much every single time I talk about Halo, but my god, this game looks beautiful. I saw an image on Twitter of a side-by-side image of the gameplay demo in 2020 and the latest flight in 2021, which actually is what prompted me to do this segment on this in this video, and the quality difference is absolutely insane. I've shown side-by-side images before about weapon comparisons, but this image shows the biggest difference, and while I was initially disappointed about 343 delay in Halo Infinite to this year, judging by what we've got now, I'm more than happy with the wait, and it's so worth it. So overall though, I really did enjoy this flight. CTF and Strongholds were a nice fresh addition to PvP, and while flawed for the time being, custom games with bots is really entertaining, and I can see myself having so much fun with it when the game launches. And if this system with bot games applies to not only arena modes but BTB as well, and all of the other game modes that are going to be released with the multiplayer, I can see even more fun being had with it. BTB is a lot of fun as well, with a really fun arena to play around with many different weapons, vehicles and abilities that make the game a really good mode. So that's about all I've time for this video here. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash the like button and hit the subscribe button for more awesome gaming content. Again, I really enjoyed this flight. I hope they do another one because I really want to play the game once more before it launches. But if they don't, then that's fine. I don't mind. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I shall see you all later. Bye.